Morning, children. Our English session is here. After this lesson, we have question and answers. You have to read these question and answers, and you have to make the answers on your own. Please don't use any guides and everything. I hope you have already gone through the lesson very clearly. You have to read after the explanation even. Now let's have a grammar session, and textual grammar is there. Read the following paragraph and analyze it in terms of cause and effect or consequence. One has been done for you. The animals in the forest were friendly, so the jackal could not eat any animal. Understand? The animals in the forest were friendly. So the reason, because of friendliness, the jackal could not eat. The jackal then thought of a plan and implemented it. The animals started suspecting each other as the jackal's plan worked. So, thought of plan implemented. Because of the plan, what was the consequence? What was the result? What was the effect? They suspect each other. Okay. The life in the forest became dull because there were no musical evening. All the animals requested the sadhu for help, so he talked to the animals and the birds and solved their problem. All requested sadhu. So what happened there? What was the consequence? They solved their problem. However, the sadhu didn't want to kill the jackal, but preferred to teach a lesson. He wanna teach a lesson. Did you understand? There are two causes are there and consequences are there. What happened here? One I have given, which was there. They have given two. Also, I have said in this video. So, my dear children, the rest of you can write from this paragraph. Okay. Okay. Let's continue to our next page. Okay. Third bit is here. Rearrange the following sentences in the order of their occurrence in the story. You have already listened to the story. See here, the animals and the birds requested the moon to help them. The moon came in the form of sun. The jackal created an unfriendly atmosphere. The peace and harmony in the forest were disturbed. The jackal entered the forest. The peace and harmony in the forest was restored. The jackal did not like this, so it killed the sun. Sadhu talked to everyone in the forest and tried to restore peace. They often held musical events. The animals and birds began suspecting each other. The animals and the birds were living happily together. The stomach of the jackal bloated and then burst. See, the animals and the birds were living happily together. First sentence was given. What happened next? What happened after that? Then next. Then finally what happened? This is the order you have to give because you have the story, you have textbook. Please read the story again and you have to make it out on your own. I can't give you the numbers very fast. If I give you, then you can't work on it. So it is very easy and important. It will improve your reading skills. Okay, let's continue to our vocabulary. Vocabulary session is here. Read the following sentences from the story. They heard a soft voice. He was dirty, dangerous. It was easy for the jackal to hunt the smaller animals and birds. The jackal told the elephant, "You are the biggest animal in the forest." He said to the peacock, "You are the loveliest." While I'm teaching the lesson, I made you to underline or circle these kind of words. The underlined words are called adjectives. Adjectives are nothing but it can describe the noun. See, they come either before or after a noun. They come either before or after. Before or after noun. You can check out. Hunt the smaller animals. Animal means after. Yes or no? Animal means now. After came. Or else dirty. Heard a soft voice. Soft voice. Voice is now. So soft is before. Are you getting my point? Before sometimes it is coming. See, loveliest bird. Bird is. Are you getting my point now? See, they take Intensifiers like very quiet, a very tall boy. They take intensifiers also. Very easy, quite, quite good, quite normal, like that. Very tall. Here he has given example. So they have degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, and superlative. The same adjectives will be used as positive, comparative, and superlative. Here there are some examples, some adjectives are here. Let us look into that. Then you will enjoy it. It's a new kind of learning as you are in classics. So darker. In comparative degree, the adjective will change into darker. In superlative degree, it changes into darkest. Small, smaller, smallest. Near, nearer, nearest. Big, bigger, biggest. Lovely, lovelier, loveliest. Dirty, dirtier, dirtiest. Melodious, more melodious, most melodious. See, are you, it was just introduction about this topic. We will have very deep into the topic in further classes. Okay, let's continue our next page. Let's continue with adjectives of the following paragraph. Read the following paragraph carefully, underline all adjectives and write other degrees of comparison of further. Other degrees of comparison in the sense, for example, dark is there. Dark, dark. What is other degree? Dark. Okay. Other one, darkest. Like that, you have to underline the adjectives. Yesterday we went for a picnic to Nehru Zoological Park, which is one of the biggest zoos in the country. The climate was cool and pleasant. We saw many animals, birds, reptiles, etc. We also saw a very large elephant. After that, we saw a tall giraffe with a long neck. There were also some small birds which sang sweet songs. There was a beautiful peacock which danced majestically. We went very close to the brown cobra. We felt very happy. We reached home late in the evening. One or two I just want to underline. I can't underline every adjective. Okay. So tall giraffe. Just now we discussed, right? Again, right? Next, the biggest. So these are called adjectives. So my dear children, please you can underline the other adjectives and you have to write like this: dark, darker, darkest. The other forms of the degrees of comparison for them. You have to write in your notebook. Okay, let's continue our reading. Read the following words. Each pair has one word and the other word is its opposite in meaning. Opposite meanings is also called as antonyms. Antonyms we'll call them. So let us see: big, small; dark, light; happy, unhappy; large, small; live, die; long, short; near, far; open, close; start, stop; appear, disappear; common, uncommon. So, my dear children, you have to read it minimum 3 times and you have to learn it. You have to learn it. You have to learn them total. Now, fill in the blanks in the sentences given below with the word opposite in meaning to the one in bold letters. See, the bold letters word is there, small and happy. We have to write that opposite to that. The elephant's eyes are small, but its body is small opposite. Yes, it is big. Small opposite, big. The animals were happy in the beginning. After the jackal entered the forest, became unhappy. Like that, please, my dear children. Answers are above. You have to continue them. You have to write down that rest of thing. The following next bit. The following pairs of words are similar in meaning. Pick out such pairs from the story you have just read. See, pairs. Animals and creatures: build, construct, large, big, huge; small, tiny; talk, speak. These are the same meanings, right? Synonyms we will call them. So that kind of things he is saying pick out such pairs you can pick out from the story. Minimum you can pick out five. Okay, it's there in the text. You have to read the text again one more time. Our next session is grammar. Read the following sentences. The elephant is bigger than the donkey. Bigger is underlined here. The donkey is not so big as the elephant. It is not so big as the elephant. So, in the above sentences, the elephant and the donkey are compared with respect to their size. The words big and bigger are adjectives that are used to compare their size. Yes? Yes or no, my dear children? In the same way, we have their age, height, the table. You have seen pupils in a class 6. Harni, 11 years, height is 4.9, weight is 24, 27. Like that, total details of students were given in the box. And he gave some examples. It will be very interesting. While you are writing, you will get very simply. See, let us see. Now, make 20 sentences is saying 20 not 40 also you can write. That much energy you will get while you are writing. Ages, heights, weights of the students as shown in the examples given below. Let's see. Harni is as tall as Raghava. Why? Harni, where is Harni? Harni is, her height is 4.9. Raghava 4. Right. So same height. So they are using as tall as. For example, 11 years. Rajesh and Harni. Harni is as old as Rajesh. Like that. Did you understand? Harni is as old as Rajesh. Simply, it is very simple. Next example, Harni is not so heavy as Raghava. So, Raghava 28, Raghava, Harni is not so heavy. Harni is 27. So, Raghava is 28. So, she is not so heavy. Are you getting my point? She is not so heavy as Raghava. As Raghava, she is not that much height. Is that much weight. So here they have used not. For example, same as it is, same weight was there. What we have to do then? Harni is as weight as Raghava, as heavy as Raghava, like that. Same weight. Who are there? 27. Harni here 27. Vamshi. Harni is as heavy as Vamshi. Did you understand, my dear children? Like that. Harni is older than Gopi. Just now I said Harni is older than Gopi. Where is Gopi? Gopi is 10. So he is younger. Harni is 11. So she is elder. That's why Harni is older than. Sidhu is the heaviest boy in the group. Total group, who is the heaviest boy? 35. Sidhu, 35. He is heavy. That's why heaviest. So no one is there to compare with him. He is the first. He is the last weight in the class. Did you understand, my dear children? I am expecting in next 20 examples as we have got in the textbook. Okay, let's continue. Next continuation, grammar. Look at the following sentences paying special attention to the underlined words. The tiny ants, which were always busy, tickled the dark buffaloes. They often held musical evenings in a large open field. The underlined words are adverbs, which tell us how often something happens. How often something happens, they are called adverbs of frequency. How often do you eat chicken? Weekly once, sir. How often do you eat samosa? Weekly twice, sir. How often do you eat manchuria or something? Whatever you eat, how often? That is used. That is showing I often, I always, like that. It is showing adverbs of frequency. Let us have exercise on this. Let us see. Based on adverbs of frequency, we have exercise here. You will understand very easily. After this exercise, Shekhar is a busy taxi driver. He never finds time to read books. He often takes food outside. He reaches home early in the evening, but he seldom goes to bed early. So his children always ask him for a bedtime story. Sometimes he takes his children for picnic and buy toys and gifts. See, it is showing some frequency. Time is mentioning often, sometimes, never, he never, seldom, very rare. And here, always, and sometimes. These are the early, showing the showing the time frequency, how frequency it is happening. So based on that, we will see here, these are the, look at the conversation between two friends, Murthy and Krishna. Fill in the blanks with always, never, often, seldom, sometimes. Sometimes in the sense, always means regular, never means he never have that habit, often means quite sometimes, often in the sense weekly twice, like that, seldom in the sense monthly once, like that it will be okay. Okay, let us see now. Murthy and Krishna is speaking. Do you like reading books? Yes, very much in the sense seldom or sometimes or often, never or always. Yes, I read books, a book a day, one book one day, that means always, that means always. How about you? I like books too, but I read books not always in the sense, I sometimes read, or else I often read books. I often read books, I sometimes read. Okay, next. How dash do you read books? How often? How often? How sometimes we cannot use, right? Yeah. Once or twice a month. Once or twice a month. What does it mean? Very rare, seldom. Once or twice a month. Oh, that's fine. Have you read Asura by Anand Neelakanta? Asura by Anand Neelakanta. Some books have changed this name. No need to worry, my dear children. Old print, new print, they have changed some names. No need to worry. No, I have it. I will read it next month. How often does your brother read? How often or else how seldom does your brother read? He dash read books. The last he read a book was 10 years ago. So we can say that seldom word, or else here how often we use, how often does your brother read? Then here how he seldom read books. Seldom in the sense very rare, very rare, or else we can say, so 10 years ago I did it, so we can say that he never read books. The last he read a book was 10 years ago. I hope, my dear children, please, you all have to focus. But this is an online class. If you have more questions, if you have more doubts, we can go very deep into the matter of adverbs of frequency with other more examples in our following classes. Okay? For this classic standard, it's really very good, comfortable learning. Right? Now it's time for writings. Writings. Here is an invitation card. The animals and musical program in the forest. Read carefully. So invitation. How we will prepare invitation? This is what their introduction. They are giving introduction. When the discourses session is there, at the time I will give you a clear invitation, how we have to do, what are the labels we have to mention, what are the title and other things, what language we have to use in this. This all will be explained when I'm explaining about the discourses. Okay, I hope, my dear children, you have gone through this totally. You enjoy this. Let us meet in our next session. Thank you. Have a nice day.